Greetings and blessings, everyone. This is James Thomas Devitt of the Blue Star Spiritual Group. Sorry it's been a while since I've done video. Things have been happening in major ways for me lately, and so been a little busy. But this is something that people have been asking about, and it's something that I've done with groups of people for over 20 years, meditation and journey work. But in with that is also imagination, and now that's going to be really, really important, all right? The purpose of meditation is very simple. In truth, meditation is all about being able to center and balance yourself. There are a multitude of different meditations that one can use. You can go to each hand, each foot, each limb, each section of limb. So like your lower leg, your knee, your thigh, your hip, your abdominal area, your chest, neck, back. Just on and on and on. And literally release tension. Focus on bringing all of the energy within you back into your heart center. Normally, once you've done a meditation like that, you feel much more centered and balanced. You feel more peaceful. It's really wonderful for people who have a lot of tension in their life, perhaps with their job or home life or whatever. It's a really good meditation to do. Now, there are people who have the ability to meditate standing up, doing menial tasks. I find myself in somewhat of a meditation and speaking with spirit a lot when I'm at work, because my job is very repetitive. I basically do the exact same thing every single day. So it's not like I go to work and go, oh, I wonder what today's going to bring, because I already know exactly what today's going to bring, which is going to be the exact same thing that yesterday brought and the exact same thing that tomorrow's going to bring. And with jobs like that, you can kind of go into a meditative state. And it's very simple. You just focus on your own energy, really. You focus on connections with spirit, connections with home, connections with your guides. Just keep doing it every day. And before you know it, you're going to start feeling your guides in major ways. And the more you communicate with them and the more you let go of fear and trepidation and things like that, well, the more that you'll actually be able to connect with your guides, and eventually you'll actually be able to speak to your guides. Now, one of the things that I'm planning on doing, and I was hoping to nut some of it out tonight, but things didn't work out that way, is I'm going to write a book on meditations and journeys, and it's going to be chock-a-block full of meditations and journeys people can do. And a friend of mine does music, and I'm hoping to convince him to go into it with me and him create the CDs and do the recordings and everything like that, because he's beyond brilliant, trust me, beyond brilliant. Now, journeys are a little bit different. Whereas meditations are all about centering yourself, focusing on releasing that which is no longer yours. Whenever you meditate, the best thing to do is to first sit yourself fully into your heart center. Okay? Now, excuse me. Lots of water today. So, meditation is all about centering and balance and just feeling And there are people who meditate so much that they actually begin to being able to feel the trees and feel the grass and feel the earth. And many of the ancients had these abilities. Then again, they didn't have the stresses that we have. And they didn't have to deal with a lot of the stuff that we have to deal with on a daily basis. In some regards, I think their lives in many ways were much easier. People think today, oh well, we have smartphones and we have computers and we have microwave ovens and we have smart TVs and we've got all this wondrous technology. You can even set your house up as Wi-Fi and do everything from your smartphone, and you don't need anything else. It's amazing. I have a Sky app, Sky TV, cable TV here in New Zealand. I can be at work, and if I have internet access, I can go into the Sky app and go, ooh, I like the look of that show. I want to record that. I hit R for record, and it records it, and it sends a signal back here to home and to the Skybox. It's amazing. But I remember when I was a teenager, when I was about 14 years old, I grew up going to church, as I think I've probably said before. And we went on a mission trip to Louisiana. And we were down in the bayous of Louisiana. And one part of our group went to a school called Sager Brown. Never went there myself, but half of the group went there, and they painted the cafeteria of the local school. And we went down in the bayous. And sorry, had a thing there. Where was I? So with journeys are a little bit different, where meditation is all about centering yourself and balancing yourself and releasing excess energies and letting go of things. Like if you feel like you're running way too much energy and you need to get rid of some of it, focus on your heart and focus on the chakras in the soles of your feet, and send all excess energy that you no longer need down through the soles of your feet and into the earth. And once they enter the earth, Mother Earth will know what to do with the energy, and she can utilize that to assist everybody else on the planet. This isn't hard. It's easy. I find meditation and journey work very challenging because I'm not a visual person. I have to rely on my feeling and my sensing. I had a session with somebody this morning, and she said that she thinks too much. I understand that. I'm not as bad as I used to be. Trust me, I'm a lot better than I used to be. But when I meditate, when I do journey work, stuff like that, I have to rely on what I feel because I don't see anything. And I'm sure that there's going to be some people who are going to watch this video and they're going to go, well, I don't see anything either. And that's okay. Because if you're doing it, then you're going to get the benefit from it. That's the bottom line here. You're going to get the benefit from it. Now, for those of you who are visual, who when you close your eyes and you imagine an apple, you see the apple, you're visual. I'm going to give you some really easy techniques. Now, the first one is stock standard. I've done it for over 2 decades. It works really, really well. You basically, you take 3 or 4 deep breaths, focus on your heart, allow your breathing to slow down, get into a nice, relaxed, peaceful place. And then you visualize a tunnel. Now, with meditation and journey work, the imagination is one of our tools. Funny, huh? As kids, we have loads of imagination. We're playing Cowboys and Indians. Well, I played Cowboys and Indians. Whatever, and your imagination is just mind blowing. And then as you get older, no, 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 no. You need to take things much more seriously. Imagination, get it back if you've lost it. If it's still hanging on with a thread, strengthen it up, because it's brilliant. Trust me. Imagination, I believe, is one of those gifts that Spirit gave to all of us to utilize as a tool to assist us with being here. Okay? So, tunnel. Have a look at your tunnel. Now, the inside of the tunnel is going to have colors in it. I have no idea what the colors are going to be because it's your tunnel. The tunnel represents your energy field around your body. It represents your etheric body, if you will. And so you can see the colors. Now, if the colors are dull, dark, dungy, not very bright, just really dirty and everything, not good. But there's a solution. It's very simple, very, very easy. Off to the right-hand side is a garden hose. And when you turn it on, the only thing that comes out of the garden hose is white light energy. Okay? Clean out your tunnel. It's that simple. You clean out your tunnel with the garden hose, front to back. When you're done, and you'll know you're done, because all the dark parts will be gone. It won't be dull anymore, won't be dark anymore. It'll be bright, it'll be vibrant, and you might even see where there were certain colors there when you started that are no longer there, and there are other colors there that weren't there before. You can do this every day to clean your energy, and it also assists with getting rid of tags that other people have placed in you energetically, because this represents your energy field. When you're done, turn off the hose, roll it back up, put it away. Very simple journey. Start with that one. See what it does for you. Try it a time or two. Then we go to the next stage. Now the next stage is very, very fun. Okay? But there is a rule. Here's the rule. You have to state your intention. So if all you're going to do is clean your tunnel, you state your intention before you start. I'm going to go and I'm going to clean my energy field with the tunnel, through the tunnel. Done. Now, let's say you want to go and have a corridor, have a discussion, if you will, with your guides. You want to see who they are. So you make your intention. I am going to go and meet my guides. Very simple. So you start off at the tunnel. You look at the tunnel. If it needs to be cleaned out, clean it out. That's where you start. You clean it out, your tunnel, make sure that it's clean, vibrant, the energies are great. Okay? Then you roll up the hose, turn it off, blah, blah, blah. Then you walk through the tunnel. Very simple. You walk through the tunnel. When you get to the end of the tunnel, there is it's like a platform. And then there's 3 steps that lead to a second platform. Now, because you've already made your intent that you want to meet with your guides, right? There are going to be chairs on that second platform. Now, most of the chairs, as you walk towards the platform, will be facing to the right. And there'll be one chair on the right-hand side facing all the other chairs. And on the back of the platform, over to the left, is a door. So you get up there, it's empty except for the chairs, and you walk up and you sit down in your chair that's over to the right, that's facing all the other chairs. Now there may be 4 chairs. There may be 30 chairs. Don't dictate how many chairs there will be. Just state, I'm going to go and have a conversation with my guides. So once you sit down in your chair, you invite them in. It's just within yourself, you say, come on in. And the door will open and your guides will come in. And they will sit down. Now comes the fun part. If they're there, that means they are more than willing to speak to you. They're more than willing to talk to you. They're more than willing to share with you. Pick one. Say, what is your name? And if it's all mumbled and jumbled, and because like for me, occasionally, if it's really important, I will get a name. When I get a confirmation on a name, it has a tendency to freak me out because I'm so bad with names. Not just spiritually, but physically in my physical life as well. It's one of those limitations that I placed on myself for specific reasons, which although I didn't know for a really long time, I do know now. So, but that's fine. So it gave me an inspiration, an epiphany. You ask, what is your name? You don't get anything, it's like, oh, this kind of sucks, So you go, all right, how shall I refer to you as? That a lot of times will make it much easier for them to share a name or something that you can relate to them in your everyday life. Then you ask the next question. And this is the fun one. Why are you here with me? What do you do to assist me? That's it. Very simple. They will tell you. They are here to assist you on your earthly journey in this embodiment, in this incarnation. So they're not about to hide things from you. Number 2. And please understand there's a lot of different journeys that I have up my sleeve that I have created over the years. But I'm going to give you 3. Okay? Build on it. Use your imagination. It's amazing what can happen. But, having said that, trust in what you receive. Feel it. Discern it in your heart. Very important. Number 2, I want to go home. I want to see where I'm from. Okay? Go to your tunnel. Clean it out if it needs to be cleaned out. Once you clean it out, you go through the tunnel again to the platform. This time, when you get to the platform and the steps to the second platform, there's no chairs. The door isn't there. But at the back of the platform on the right-hand side, on the other side, is a small one-person ship. And trust me, you don't need to be a scientist or mechanically inclined to use this little ship. This little ship is yours. So you go up to the ship, and it's open, and you just get in, close the door. It might be one of those, or regular, almost like looks like a car door, whatever. It is whatever it is. Doesn't matter. There are certain semantics about journey work and meditation that aren't as important as other parts of it. Now, as you sit in this ship and you're looking at the console, it's going to say home. And there's a green button. Press the green button. and the ship will take off, and it'll take you home. That might be on a fifth dimensional ship, might be to a planet. It just really just depends on what they wish to show you at this time and what you're allowed to see at this time. One of the things that I've discovered about myself is some of the abilities that I know I possess, that I know I have, which I don't have here. I wasn't meant to have them in this embodiment. And that's fine. And when you understand that, it's not a big deal because you do understand. When you arrive to home, there'll be someone there to meet you. Ask them, what is your name? Or, how shall I refer to you as? Show me what I need to know about home. And they will. And when they're done, you come back to your ship. And when you get in, the display won't say home anymore, it'll say return. Close the door. Well, first, thank your guide there. Thank them. Because that guide has a connection with you, so make sure you thank them. It's always good to be polite, Then, what you need to do is hit the green button, and it'll return you to the platform. And then you get out, you walk back through your tunnel back into yourself. When you do these types of things, I would highly recommend you have a notepad, pen, take notes when you're finished, everything that you remember. This will be a benefit to you, I can assure you, in your life. Last but not least, and again, very simple, very easy to do. I want to see some past lives. You go to your tunnel, check your tunnel, clean your tunnel, walk up to the platform, walk through the tunnel to the platform. When you get to the second platform, you'll notice off to the left, there's like a, because the platform looks like it's in space. It really does. But when you go to view some of your past lives, to the left it'll look like a path in a wooded area. It's not like dense woods, it's very open. The sun is shining, you see birds, you could probably even see deer and antelope and rabbits, and it's a beautiful place, it really is. Walk down the path. After you walk for a little bit, the path will curve to the right, and when it does, just go ahead and take that curve to the right, and then you'll see an open field. And there will be signposts. Imagine driving down the road and you see a stop sign, a signpost. Kind of oblong, square type faces on the top of the signpost. And with these, there is either a picture, might be a word or a name. Discern in your heart. Look at them. Think, which one do I need to see now that will benefit me the most? And if you go within, you will feel drawn to a particular signpost. When you get to it, look at the picture or the word. Take a mental note of it. Put your hands around the signpost, right? And you will see that lifetime. You won't see from birth to death, no. But you'll be able to see the parts of it that you need to see. Whenever I do the past life readings in the guidance scrolls, I do 3 different past lives, and these are the past lives that most closely relate to the message that they're wanting you, that Spirit's wanting you to have now. But it's not from birth to death. It's just the important aspects to it, the important parts to it. Don't view more than 3 because it can become very overwhelming. Now here's a real little gem. Oh, I put this in a long time ago. First time, only the first time that you go and look at past lives. As you're walking back, you will notice on the left-hand side, not very far from the platform, a signpost. Might have a picture on it, might have a word, might have a name. Place your hands around that signpost, and you'll get a little taste of what your future life is going to hold, your next life. But here's the kicker. When you let go of it, and you walk back on the platform, and you walk back into yourself, if you ever go back to the past life ones again, right? Well, that future one won't be there again. You only get it the first time, and the first time only. Therefore, if you decide, well, I don't want to look at it just yet. I want to hold off and do it another time. No, doesn't work. First time only. You get it. Now, if you decide you don't want to see, you don't want to view it, you don't want to view anything about your future life, that's fine, no problem. These are for you. Use your imagination. In the future, when I come out with the booklet on the meditations and journeys, there's the Lifetime Theater, which is an amazing one. There is healing temples, quantum healing temples. There are the Akashic Records. I have journeys for so many different ones. But this is the same setup for 3 journeys. Actually 4, because the first one is just cleaning your tunnel out. So I have a request to make, because someone actually mentioned this to me, and so I'm going to make a request. For any of you and all of you that decide to have a go with these journeys, meditation, this is Luna. This is Luna. She's wet. Yes. If you would be so kind, and if you feel open to do it, put into the group what you would like as far as what you experienced. You will help other people. Luna, you will help other people, and you will enjoy it because when you write it out, you'll actually discover little tidbits that you might have missed the first time. Just be open. You can do this. Enjoy this process. Some of you, I'm sure, are very, very good with meditations and stuff like that. But for many of you, give this a go. Many blessings in peace and love. I am on this planet to be of service. Today is a magnificent day because we've crossed the 700 member barrier, and I suspect that we'll hit 1,000 by the time my wife and I leave. Just so you know, so only the people who watch this is actually going to hear this. My wife and I are going to be going to Israel next month for the Cryon Tour of Israel, Return of the Masters. We have some work to finish there, and then things can really begin. All my love to each of you. You are sacred. You are beautiful, beautiful people. And I'm honored beyond words, and I'm blessed beyond words to share a space with each of you. Trust in your own heart, your own discernment. I am simply a guide. I open the door to the path. You may have noticed several of the people in the group have been walking through that door. I can open the door for all of you. You have to walk through it. You have to make the choices. You have to live your life. It's your choice. Many blessings.